Hello everyone. Are you ready for part 2? We are going to be putting pockets and things into our accordion journal. So if this is the cover, we are going to open up the first page, and we have got a double pocket. We've got this pocket and we've got this tuck, and then we have this little guy down here. So we are going to we're not worrying about tags. We're just going to put this pocket in and this tuck in and this little pocket in right here. So I'm going to put this off to the side. I've got my ruler. This first pocket measures, just in case you're following along, this is a 5.5 by a 2 7/8. And the pocket that goes over that is, let's see what we've got. Should be this one right here, this little pocket here, and it measures 3 by 3 1/4, and I'm fairly certain, let me double check, 3 1/4 is the height. So I want to be sure to get that right, 3 1/4. And because this is pink and white for the most part, I have not distressed anything. So if you want to distress, be sure to distress before you put your pockets in. Your pockets and your tucks. And so I am taking a divot out of this one, but I'm not out of this tuck. So let's get our glue. Make sure I don't have a clog. Feels like I do. Okay, so we are going to glue down the sides and the bottom because this is a pocket. So, yes, I came down to just like that. And then we've got this piece here that's going to come over this. We're going to glue down the side, the one side, and the bottom because this is a tuck. We're going to put that on just like that. So we have the pocket, we've got the tuck here, and then I used a die cut, and I die cut a little teapot, or a, excuse me, not a teapot, but a cup, and this was part of the die. So what I am going to do, and if you don't have die cuts, don't worry. Just go ahead and put a little, just take some cardstock and create a little pocket down here. That's all this is, because it's going to hold a couple little tags. You don't need anything special, but I've got these dies, and so for me, I have them, and so I want to use them. But you don't have to have dies to create a little pocket. So I'm going to bring this down here just so that I can see it, to get it on there. So this is what I have. Glued this die down. And so what I'm going to do is just glue this right down here like that. So we've got this little mini pocket. So I'm going to go around all the perimeter. Just like that. And get this down like so. And because I have these out in the original, I put warm and cozy at the top there. And so I think I've got a warm and cozy right here. And I'm just going to put that there. And I don't know, I've had these for years and years. I have no idea how long I've had them, so we're just going to put some glue on there because I don't trust the adhesive. And then I do, well, this is not the, okay, I'm missing it. I've got the wrong tag. We're not using that. I need a white tag that I have to put through the embossing machine, but we'll come back and we'll do that. Let's not worry about that. We're not going to worry about the tags that go in there or the tag that goes up here. We just want these pockets down. So then when we get to this page, we have a bag, and this, if you're new here, this journal is for sale in my shop, and we are just redoing it. And this bag does have die cuts in, and I will put those in later. But this has a bag, and it has a die cut over it. So here's our bag, and here's our die cut. And I used a different color pink because I don't think I had that color pink. So we're going to glue that onto here, and we're not going to worry about any of this trim. Right now we're just getting our pockets in, and then we will come back and decorate. But I think before I put this in, I'm just going to go ahead and put this die cut on. So here is our bag. And if you don't have a bag, you can make one. You can make an envelope. You don't have the die cut, don't worry about that. You can put a beautiful piece of washi tape on it. There's so much you can do, so don't sweat the small stuff. Substitution is great, so don't worry about not having die cuts or maybe any of the ephemera. You might have something that will look and work a lot better than what I'm using. So you use what you have. This is just, we want to just decorate our bag. That's all this is. This serves no purpose other than that. So we're gluing this on. And then we're going to glue our bag. Down like this. I like to stick the ruler in there. It just makes it easier for me. And if you wanted to, another option is you could make this, the back of this bag, a pocket. I'm not doing that, but if you want to do that, you're just going to glue the bottom and the sides. Do not glue the top, and you will have a pocket behind your bag. And we're going to glue this down like this. So pretty. Isn't it just cute? And moving on then to the next page brings us to an envelope pocket and a die cut. And I see this needs just a little bit of glue right there. So we've got another die cut. And hopefully I have cut that. And boy, I am not prepared. I didn't cut that die cut either, but I do have the envelope. So we will come back to this die cut. Meanwhile, this envelope, I do have the envelope punch board by We Are Memory Keepers. And I put this is a 5 1/4 inch paper size, and I punched it at 2 5/8. So 5 by 4, 5 by 4 at 2 5/8 was the first punch. And so it looks like this. Put it through the punch. If you don't have a punch board, you can create an envelope. If you can't create an envelope, you can create a pocket. And it is going to have a paper clip, and it is going to be a pocket. So we are going to glue down the two sides and the bottom. Like I said, if you don't have the envelope punch, and maybe you don't want to mess with an envelope, it can be just a pocket. It can be, this will hold tags. That's why I have not created it as, I've not glued it shut, the envelope, because if the person that gets this wants it to be an envelope, that's easy enough to do. All you do is just glue this flap to these two side flaps and you've got an envelope. So I am going to leave that up to the recipient, and it was the same way in the book that's in my shop. The recipient can decide if they want to have an envelope or if they want to leave it open, and that's why we're using this paper clip. Now, another option, you don't have an envelope punch, you don't know how to make an envelope, you'd like something a little bit better than just a standard pocket or a tuck. You can cut a long piece of paper, fold it up, or cut a long piece of paper and have it so that it folds up. It can still be a pocket. You can fold it up and journal on it. You can take and do a trifold, which is a long piece of paper. This would be a flap. This would be a flap. You would fold this up, fold this down, and you still could put some tags inside of it and keep it in place using a paper clip. So because I don't think I have, let me see. I've been cutting double die cuts for, and I could use this for when I do give away the die cuts, but this is what that was. So if I cut this off right here and snip this, this is what will go there. This is what that is, but I think I am going to cut this down just a little bit because we don't need all this border. We are going to, this is just for aesthetics, so we're going to glue that right there. And then, like I said, we will come back and start putting in the tags and putting in all the little pretty things that we want. So we'll get this down. Hopefully what I'm showing, what I'm explaining is making sense. And those that are following along. This would be a great place if you don't have die cuts. You could put a piece of washi tape if you've got anything for the holidays, stickers, anything like that. This would be a good place to do that. Then on this page here, we have, we'll get to this later, I did go ahead and cut this out, and I did put some glossy accents on top of it just to give it strength. And this is what it looks like. And I put it in the book like this and came back and did a little bit of decorating on it, but it is a belly band and it is going to go just like that. So once again, you don't have die cuts, no problem. Take a cute piece of cardstock, a piece of ribbon, make a snippet. There's all kinds of things that you can do. You don't have to have a die cut. Like I had said, I have the die cuts, and so I want to use the die cuts. So we are putting that like this. And then we will come back on this one. I use dots. I put some dots, 2 little dots here, and then I put dots on there. I'm going to have to go find dots. If I can't find dots, then we may use rhinestones because that'll look good. Rhinestones. So then our next page is a tuck, a very simple tuck, and then a pocket. And I'm pretty sure that is one pocket, or is it a tuck? It's a tuck. So I know I have that piece. I used the lighter color. So the color I used matches, but that's okay because when we put a card under there, you will be able to see this design. So what I'm going to do is just take some glue and glue this down like you would a tuck. Just like a tuck. This accordion journal's quite a bit less expensive than the other one because although it is really cute and beautiful, it has less in it than the other one that is in my shop. So if you're looking and wondering why one is one price and the other is the other price, that is why. The other one has a lot more in it. So see, you'll be able to see that. So beautiful. And the bottom of this will get a button. And the bottom of this will get lace. And then on this page here, we had a bingo card. No, we did not have a bingo card. We had a little girl. And we will come back and add glitter because her muff And all the white on there does get glitter for some sparkle, and this is a tuck. So let's go ahead and glue. And if you don't have cards, this is just use cardstock. And it would be cool if you had some form of cardstock that you could put some glitter on in case you want that effect. I know Hobby Lobby has glitter, Walmart has glitter, Michael's has glitter. This is what I had used right here, glitter crystal from Treehouse, and I'm pretty sure this was, I mean, I've had this for a very long time. Pretty sure I got that from Walmart. So we've got this here, and then we begin the other side, because here is our back, so that when we open it up, we're on this pink page. We have got this, and once again, we are decorating it with some die cuts, and at the bottom of this, because there's a dangle off of this, I put a tab here. And that tab, I've got two pieces here. I just want to make sure that I am using the right, it's this here. So this we are gluing to that edge right here so that we can put a dangle off of this. So you want a piece of cardstock, and I will give you the measurements. I'm sorry, I just remembered I did not give you the measurements for this. Let me give you the measurements for this card right here. This is 3.5 inches wide by 4 3/4 high. And when I get this on, we will take a divot out of the top. And it is a pocket, it is not a tuck, it's an actual pocket. So get this on. And I think I am, just because it's easier, I am going to do the eyelet right now, because it's easier than when I put the pocket down. So I'm going to punch my hole, and then I'm going to get a pink eyelet, because I have pink eyelets, so let's use them up and get this done so I don't have to worry about it. Just the easier thing to do. And then we are going to put this on so that that tab hangs over. But we do want to divot off the top. So we're going to put glue on both sides and the bottom, right across that tab, just like that. And place that so your tab hangs below your page. And get this on there. And then we are going to place our die cut washi tape punch. You could punch a circle punch with like a Christmas tree or a Santa head or holly. Anything like that would be so cute. This is just decoration, so you want to just put anything that you like. You could cut designs out of magazines, put a piece of fabric. If you like to stitch, I know several of you are stitchers. You could do some embroidery on a piece of fabric and put that on here. I am putting it down just a little bit over this tab, just to have it come down just a little bit, just like that. And then this gets a flower right off here, and I might just have one. It had a hot pink flower. I wonder, would this work? That's kind of cute. I don't have the exact same flowers. That's cute. Just because I have it here, I think I might. Maybe I'll use this one. Let's use it. Just because it's sitting here, I'm just going to go ahead and put that on there like that. Just like that. Then the opposite page gets a bingo card, and it is a tuck, so anything that you've got that creates a tuck. This has a flower at the top. It has a cute chipboard gingerbread man, which I know I do not have. So let's glue the bingo card down and then see what we've got. So we want to glue one side, and I will tell you what this measures in case you are going to cut some cardstock for this. So let me get this down, and this bingo card measures this is, sorry about that, 4 high by 2 1/8 shy of 3/4. So I would go ahead and just go the 3/4. So I do 3 3/4 by 4. And you're going to make a tuck, and then we're going to come back in. Let me see, because I've got it here, so let's just go ahead and see what I've got. I do have a Santa that could make a cute tuck. I've got to believe. I think that's a little bit big. I've got this Santa. That's really cute. Maybe I'll use this. And then I've got this girl here, but I think I am going to, it could be this Santa or this Santa. And I think we're going to make it this Santa. And this is a tuck. So we are going to glue. And if you don't have any chipboard pieces, just try to find something that would make a cute tuck. It could be a flower. It could be any chipboard piece you have. A large button. Anything that you could tuck a couple of cute tags behind. And now I know I got these at Hobby Lobby. So I want to pull one of these guys out. We're not going to do it in this video. We'll do it in the next. But in his pack, I will have this gingerbread man. So now we've got this. Makes a cute little tuck. So let's see what comes next. This does get a flower. What do I have? Don't like that at all. Let's see, it is either, let's see. That's cute. Let's do this. Just because we're here, let's just do it. You could put a piece of lace up here. You could put a button or a cluster of 3 buttons, a sticker. Let's just get that on. And then when we turn the page, we have a pocket. And this also has a tab. And it's got this. So, I've got this, and this measures 3 3/4 by 2 5/8. So 3 3/4 by 2 5/8. And then that is going to go on to this, which measures piece of cardstock that measures 5 1/2 by 2 3/4 or 3 3/4. So what I did is I scored this and folded it in half, because what we're going to do is take this and glue this where we've got just a little bit showing. And this is going to create a pocket and give us a flip up. Now, I'm going to glue this flat, but I'm going to show you where you could put another pocket. So hold on just a second. Let's get this down. And it's going to go on just like this. Now, if you wanted to, and you know, anywhere in this book you can stitch if you want to take it to the machine and you want to stitch anything. You could make this a pocket also, so that when this is down, you have a pocket there, and then this also is a pocket. I didn't do that, and this is why I didn't do it. Because if I have a tag in here, and I want to flip this up, that tag's going to be in the way. That's why I didn't do it. But you can do that if you want. You'll just have to take the tag out before you flip your card up, or you're not going to be able to flip your card up. So now we need another tab. And the way that this is, I want to make sure that when you flip this up, that Santa's looking the right way. So we are going to put this on. This Santa is going to be upside down. We don't care. I wanted to make sure that when you flip that up, that Santa was the right side up. So this is going on here. And then on this side, And then we're going to go ahead and, well, we don't have to worry about the eyelet because this does flip up. So we have easy access. But I think I will, just because we're here, I'm going to put the eyelet in now. Because it is easier than when you get all of this in the book. So we've got that. And he will get glitter. And this is a pocket. But also on the inside, I had some leftover die cuts. And I used them like that. So I'm pretty sure I've got those die cuts because these die cuts were the ends of the belly band that I had cut off. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use these die cuts because there's no reason to waste them. We have them. They're cute. And they're a cute little surprise. When you open this up, they're not expected. And they just add a little bit of cheer. So why not? So get some glue on here. That down like that. Just like that. And then let's go ahead and, pardon my reach, let's go ahead and get our another pink eyelet. And we will get this going. So cute. There we go. All right. So now what we're going to do is we are going to glue this down there like that, and our pocket will be right here. So we will do that. Just like that. Make sure we are adhering. And then we've got the cutest little flip and the cutest little pocket. And on the other side then, I know I don't have him and I don't have another gift box, so we will have to substitute. But we have a pocket here, and it is a corner pocket, and it has some washi tape, some gold washi tape. So let's check this out. My corner pocket here. My corner pocket measures. What is a good way to measure this corner pocket? Okay. Up the side, it measures in at 3 3/4, and across it's at 4. So that's about the best I can do. You can pretty much measure according to your book how that's going to go. But let me move this so that I can be sure that you can see what I'm doing with the washi tape. I have washi tape like this. This is Hobby Lobby. Probably several Christmases ago. My guess is they would still sell it. It's this here, gold polka dots, but you can use any washi. And if you don't have washi, You don't have to do this at all. I did it to strengthen, even though this pink piece is cardstock, because it's a pocket, I wanted to make sure that it had strength. And so you could put a piece of Scotch tape and just fold it over. You could put a piece of decorative paper or another piece of cardstock and fold it over. I think if you had a piece of heavy cardstock, you would only need one strip. You wouldn't really need to fold it over, because we are doing this just to add strength so that our pocket doesn't tear when we use it. That's all this is, and I did use it on both sides just for that reason. I wanted to just make sure that we never had an issue. But you've probably got great scraps of paper, so you probably have some really good strips that you could easily put on here if you don't have washi, or maybe you don't want to use washi. That's fine. Just put a strip of your favorite cardstock on here. Just anything to make it stronger. That's all we're doing. And I think that is the only washi I used on this. Clean up my cutting. And then we will place this in our book, and it goes just like that. Isn't that so pretty? So I think for this, I might pull out the Fabrifix, and then we'll see how we're going to decorate the front. Now for the next part, if you have flat back pearls, gems, buttons, things of that nature, you might want to get those ready, because we will be working with that. So we have a couple options. I could use her because she's cute and she fits. But then, let's see, I've got a mitten, I've got the Santa. They're just decor. They're not tucks. They don't add anything other than a decorator piece. Because I used the Santa the last time on this page, I don't really want a Santa. This is really, really cute, and we could turn that into a tuck if we wanted, or we could, if I used her, the one piece works really well. She's got a lot of orange, but I think it works, and I think it's really cute. And I think this is what I am going to use. And the question then becomes, do I want to go off the grid and have her be a little tuck? And I think, yes, let's do that. Let's make this a tuck. So I know that I need glue here, and I think all across here. And then the upper part of this, we will just leave open. This has no lace. That way this takes up the majority of the corner, much like this one over here, and you put something in there. I mean, that is so cute, guys. And then we have that little piece right there. And we might just add glitter to her. The snowman has glitter. The snowman has got some flat back pearls. This is going to get glittered and a flat back pearl on his pom-pom. So we will come back and see what we can add to this one. So cute. Then we come to this page. This is what that page looked like. I added these pearls here, pearl here, and then he's got the glitter. He's made really, I think, out of glittered paper, and then I put the glitter on the snowman. So now we're looking at, I think, standard pocket here, and I did put a tab there. I think I was going to hang something off of here, but I couldn't because this was just way too close to the edge, and then these antlers became tucks. So yeah, and then I've got a large piece of die cut there with a button, and I know I do have a piece of die cut that is cut. It's not the same color. I don't think that matters. Yes, it does. I want the lighter. Well, look at how pretty this looks. I think that we can put this die cut there. Looks really cute. Then it's got a button in the center. And we have a tag. And does it have a divot out of it? Let's see. Can't see it. Yes, there is a divot out of that tag. So this tag measures, this measures 3 3/4 high or wide, 3 3/4 wide. Really, it's an 1/8. It's 3 7/8 wide by 3 1/4 high. And then we want a divot out of the top. So let's do that. There like that, and now I have to decide, do we want a tab with a button? And I think we do. I mean, why wouldn't we? That's the question to ask. Why wouldn't we? So I think, what do I have? I had used this pink, which was the opposite of the deer, so let's use that. So I will get out my little tab punch. And if you don't have a tab punch, but you have a circle punch, that will work. You just would cut 2 circles and put them there. I did put this in the center. And I know when I put this on there, I had full intentions on hanging something off of it, but the way I put it on, it didn't allow me the room to do that. So I put the button on there instead and think it's as cute as can be. So this is going to go, see what I mean? It just hangs off just enough. It's because I am on the fabric, I am going to use the Fabrifix. And we will get this down. And then we will get our die cut down, and we will find something to put on top of this to be a tuck. A lot of steps, guys. There's a lot of decorating, a lot of steps. But this is going to go just like that. It's just decor, and then a button will go in the center. So once again, you can put, if you don't want to put anything on here, you can leave this open. I left it plain to be able to add photos and not have to worry about any of the acid from your paper. I did not want to coffee tea dye anything because I did not want the vintage look in this book. So if you want to be able to put a family photo here, that would be so cute. So you may not want to add anything, but you could add washi tape if you have it. A piece of a doily would be really, really pretty. I mean, you just kind of have to look around and see what you've got. But I really, if you're going to use this book, I really did plan when I started thinking about it, creating for family photos and being able to journal, and that is why I used plain cardstock. So leaving this completely plain, putting a photo there would just be ever so cute. And then maybe putting a journaling card in there telling what the photo is, what the year is, that sort of thing would be a great idea. So don't think just because I'm using these die cuts and you're following along that you need to have die cuts, because you do not have to have die cuts. There's so many other things that you can do. But let's get let's have an opportunity here to be able to have a tuck. So we could use her, although I don't like the way that that looks, but I think this here might be just perfect. This here, happiness, this Christmas tide and happiness. And if we put this here, we've got a cute tuck. I don't want to use the Santa. I think that she would be cute too. But if you've got a baby boy, I mean, even though this is pink, you know, it's kind of like a pink Christmas. It doesn't mean that you can't have something. This can't be devoted to a boy. It can be any family that you want. And I kind of like her, and I'm thinking this might be really cute if we use some glitter. So I think, guys, let's use this. And yeah, let's use this. So I am going to put just some glue around here like this, so that we just have one more spot to be able to add another little embellishment. And then the last page is a tuck, and it is this wreath with a flower. There's 2 tags, and this lace here acts as a stop, and so that these tags won't fall out. Unfortunately, as much as I wish I had a wreath, I don't. So the largest thing I have is the Santa, and I'm thinking that he might be great for that, as to use as a tuck. So I think let's put the Santa there. These two complement each other, And yeah, I mean, I would prefer the wreath, but we don't have the wreath, so we have to improvise. And Santa is a good way to do that. And if you don't have any chipboard, you don't have anything like that to use, put a really pretty piece of cardstock up here, like a bully band, so that you have access to be able to put your tags in. And we are going to come back, we are going to glitter, and we might use another one of these little buttons, these little gingerbread buttons, or we might get into some little flatbed flowers, pearls, or gems. I don't want to cover up what's going on in his sack, but there might be something we can come up with. So that is really it for part 2. We have covered the entire book with our pockets and our tucks, and we are right back to the beginning. Hopefully it has been easy to follow and you are enjoying the process. And the next video, we are going to pull out all the embellishments, and so be ready for that. And I will go back and figure out the die cuts that I have forgotten. I think there's just 1 or 2. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.